Learning with L&R, and today we are going to discuss about the new topic, that is National Health Programs for Children in India. So let's discuss about it. How to achieve health? By improving host resistance to environmental hazards, by improving environmental safety, by improving health systems designed to increase the likelihood, efficiency and effectiveness of the first two goals. Programs for communicable diseases, National Vector-Borne Diseases Control Program revised, National Tuberculosis Control Program, National Leprosy Eradication Program, National AIDS Control Program, Universal Immunization Program, National Guinea Worm Eradication Program, YOS Control Programs, Integrated Disease Surveillance Program, and programs for related to non-communicable diseases, that are National Cancer Control Programs, Mental Health Program, Diabetes Control Program, Program for Control and Treatment of Occupational Diseases, Program for Control of Blindness, Program for Control of Diabetes, Cardiovascular Disease and Stroke, Program for Prevention and Control of Deafness. And National Nutritional Programs, it includes Integrated Child Development Services Scheme, Midday Meal Program, Special Nutrition Program, National Nutrition Anemia Prophylaxis Program, National Iodine Deficiency Disorders Control Program, and programs related to system strengthening welfare, National Rural Health Mission Reproductive and Child Health Program, National Water Supply and Sanitation Program, and 20 Points Program. National Health Policies, National Health Policy 2002, National Population Policy 2000, National AIDS Control and Prevention Policy, National Blood Policy, National Policy for Empowerment of Women 2001, National Charter for Children, National Youth Policy 2001 and 1998, National Nutrition Policy. Various national health programs are currently in operation for the improvement of child health and prevention of childhood diseases. The brief lists of these programs are Reproductive and Child Health Program, Universal Immunization Program, Integrated Child Development Services Scheme, School Health Program and Nutritional Program. So first of all, we would like to discuss about the Reproductive and Child Health Program. It was launched in 1997 in the month of October. The main aim of this program to reduce infant, child and maternal mortality rate. The main objective of this program in the first phase were to improve the implementation and management of policy by using a participatory planning approach and strengthening institutions to maximum utilization of the project resources, to improve quality, coverage and effectiveness of existing family welfare services, to gradually expand the scope and coverage of the family welfare services to eventually come to defined package of essential RCH services, progressively expand the scope and content of existing family welfare services to include more elements of a defined package of essentials, give importance to disadvantaged areas of districts or cities by increasing the quality and infrastructure of family welfare services. RCH Round 1 had a number of successful and unsuccessful outcomes. Baseline statistics were recorded in 1998 to 1999 and compared to 2002 to 2003. Percentage of women receiving any ANC rose by about 12% to reach 77.2%, but use of government health facilities has declined. Use of contraceptives increased by 3.3% to 52%, while family planning due to spacing method rose by 3.3 to 10.7%. Use of permanent methods did not change. Infant mortality came down from 71 to 63. Not enough attention was paid to awareness of diarrheal management and acute respiratory infection danger signs, hence resulting in rise of case incidents. Then the child health programs is now its second phase. The main aim of this program: expand services to the entire sector of family welfare beyond RCH scope, holding states accountable by involving them in the development of the program, Decentralization for better services, allowing states to adjust and improve programs features according to their direct needs. Improving monitoring and evaluation processes at the district, state and central level to ensure improved program implementation. Give performance-based funding by rewarding good performers and supporting weak performers. Pool together financial support from external sources. Encourage coordination and convergence within and outside the sector to maximize used resources as well as infrastructural facilities. The recommended package of services for the mothers: tetanus toxoid immunization, prevention and treatment of anemia, antenatal care and early identification of maternal complications, deliveries by trained personnel, promotion of institutional deliveries, management of obstetric emergencies, birth spacing. Then for the children, essential newborn care, exclusive breastfeeding and weaning, immunization, appropriate management of diarrhea, appropriate management of ARI, vitamin A prophylaxis, treatment of anemia. For eligible couple, prevention of pregnancy and safe abortion, prevention and treatment of reproductive tract infection and sexually transmitted diseases. Women of reproductive age must receive counseling on. The main topic regarding the counseling are: importance of care of girl child, optimal timing and spacing of birth, small family norms, use and choice of contraceptives, prevention of RTI and STI, information on availability of MTP services, IUD and sterilization services, family planning services, condom distribution, oral contraceptives and intrauterine devices. The next is Universal Immunization Program, sponsored by central government. Funding pattern: it is centrally sponsored scheme, so the total funding is managed by the central government ministry. Department of Health and Family Welfare Department. Description: Universal Immunization Program was launched in 1985 in a phased manner. Immunization is one of the most cost-effective interventions for disease prevention. Traditionally, the major thrust of immunization services has been the reduction of infant and child mortality. Immunization is an important vehicle for health promotion and therefore is a true national investment. Evaluated coverage by UNICEF in the last 3 years indicates that there is a decline in coverage of all antigens. As per NHFS 3, full immunization has increased to 51.8% of children from 12 to 23 months and sustained efforts can increase it further. Districts will provide equitable, efficient and safe immunization services to all infants and pregnant women. The aim is to achieve 100% to full immunization status by 2009 to 2010 and to maintain it for long. The main objectives of this mission: contribute to global eradication of polio by 2007, elimination of neonatal tetanus, diphtheria and pertussis by 2009, establish sufficient, sustainable and accountable fund flow at all levels, ensure that there is a sustained demand and reduced social barriers to access immunization services. The strategies of the programs are: reducing dropout rates and missed opportunities, strengthen institutional training at all levels, strengthen coordination and review meeting at all levels, strengthening micro-planning processes in all districts and urban areas, strengthening coordination with national operational guidelines, supervision practices and prioritizing poorly performing districts and underserved populations, reaching the underserved by influencing behavior at a household level through BCC. Then, Integrated Child Development Services. ICDS, being implemented by Ministry of Women and Child Development, is the world's largest program, aims to enhance the health, nutrition, learning opportunities for infant, young children and their mothers. It is the foremost symbol of India's commitment to its children. India's response to the challenge of providing preschool education on one hand and breaking the vicious cycle of malnutrition, mortality and morbidity of the others. The scheme provides an integrated approach for covering basic services through community-based workers and helpers. The services are provided at a center called the Anganwadi, which literally means a courtyard, play center, a child care center located within the village itself. The package of services provided: supplementary nutrition, immunization, health checkups, referral services, preschool, non-formal education, and nutrition and health education. It is centrally sponsored scheme implemented through the state government in 100% financial assistance from the central government for all inputs other than supplementary nutrition, which the states were to provide from their own resources. Then school health programs. School health programs is a program for school health services under National Rural Health Mission, which has been necessitated and launched in fulfilling the vision of NRHM to provide effective health care to population throughout the country. It also focuses on effective integration of health concerns through decentralized management at district with detriment of health like sanitation, hygiene, nutrition, safe drinking water, gender and social concern. The school health program intends to cover 1288 750 government and private aided schools covering around 22 crores students all over India. The school health program is the only public sector program specifically focused on school-age children. Its main focus is to address the health needs of children, both physical and mental, and in addition it provides for nutritional interventions, yoga facilities and counseling. It responds to an increased need, increases the efficacy of other investments in child development, ensures good current and future health, better educational outcomes and improves social equity, and all the services are provided for in a cost-effective manner. Components of school health programs are screening and healthcare and referral. The screening of the children are done, and under this the general health assessment of anemia, nutritional status, visual acuity, hearing problems, dental checkup, common skin conditions, heart defects, physical disabilities, learning disorders, behavioral problems are screened in the school. Basic medicine kit will be provided to take care of common ailments prevalent among young school-going children. Referral cards for priority services at district, sub-districts, hospital. Immunization as per national schedule. The vaccination included in your national immunization schedule. Fixed day activity coupled with education about the issue. Micronutrient, vitamin A and IFA management. Weekly supervised distribution of iron folate tablets coupled with education about the issue. Administration of vitamin A is needy cases. Deworming as per national guidelines. Biannually supervised schedule. Siblings of students also to be covered. Health promoting schools, counseling services, regular practice of yoga, physical education, health education, peer leaders as health educators, adolescent health education existing in few places, linkages with the out of school children, health clubs, health cabinets, first aid room, corners or clinics, capacity building, monitoring and evaluation at mid-day meal, nutritional programs for children. The various nutrition programs are in operation in India since first 5-year plan period. International agencies such as WHO, UNICEF, FAO, CARE are assisting the government in these programs of India to improve nutrition of the people with special emphasis on mother and children. Functions fall in 3 categories: to eradicate major causes of malnutrition, increase food production, provide safe drinking water, improve environmental sanitation, control of communicable diseases, nutritional education to the masses, and promoting kitchen garden. Then aspects especially related to women and children: to improve the employment opportunities for women, provision of better health care to parents and children, promoting breastfeeding, weaning at right time. Special reference to pregnant and lactating mothers, to raise nutritional status through nutritional education, promoting small handicrafts scheme through self-employment. National programs on nutrition: Vitamin A prophylaxis program, prophylaxis against nutritional anemia, control of iodine deficiency disorders, applied nutritional program, special nutrition program, Balbadi nutrition program, midday meal program, integrated child development services scheme. Vitamin A prophylaxis program. It was launched in 1970 by Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. On the basis of technology developed at NIN, this was launched. Components: control of blindness, beneficiary group preschool children, 2 lakh international unit of oily preparation of vitamin A, administered orally every 6 months for every preschool child above 1 year. Age of the child and quantity of the vitamins A at 9 months, 1 lakh international unit, and from 15th month to 36th month, 2 lakh international units given to the child. 1 lakh international unit equivalent to 0.3 microgram of retinol. Vitamin A deficiency increased the severity of mortality from measles and diarrhea. Increased infectious morbidity and mortality is apparent even before the appearance of urophthalmia. Improving the vitamin A status of deficient children aged 6 months to 6 years can dramatically reduce their morbidity and mortality from infection. Prompt administrations of large doses of vitamin A to children with moderate to severe measles, particularly if they may be vitamin A deficient, can reduce individual mortality by 50% and prevent or moderate the severity of the complications. Then prophylaxis against nutritional anemia. The program was launched in 1970 to prevent nutritional anemia in mothers and children. The expected and nursing mothers as well as acceptors of family planning are given 1 tablet of iron and folic acid containing 60 mg elementary iron, which was raised to 100 mg elementary iron. However, folic acid content remained same. Children in the age group 1 to 5 years are given 1 tablet of iron containing 20 mg elementary iron daily for a period of 100 days. This program is being taken by the Maternal and Child Health Division of Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. Now it is part of our SEED program. National programs to control and prevent anemia have not been successful. Experiences from other countries in controlling moderately severe anemia guide to adopt long-term measures. That is fortification of food item like milk, cereal, sugar, salt with iron, nutrition, education to improve dietary intakes in family for receiving needed micronutrients as protein, iron, vitamins like folic acid, folic acid, BC, etc. for hemoglobin synthesis is important. Nutritional anemia control program should be comprehensive and incorporate nutrition education through school health and ICDs. Infrastructure to promote regular intake of iron, folic acid rich food to promote intake of food which helps to absorption of iron and folic acid and adequate intake of food. The technology for the control of anemia through iron fortification of common salt has also been developed at the NIN, Hyderabad. Control of iodine deficiency disorders. The Government of India launched the National Goiter Control Program in 1962. It aimed at replacement of ordinary salt by iodized salt, particularly in the goiter endemic regions. The program of universal iodization of edible salt was started from 1st April 1986 in phases with the aim of total salt iodization by 1992. In 1992, the NGCP was renamed as National Iodine Deficiency Disorder Control Program. The central government provides case grants for health education and publicity campaign for promoting the consumption of iodized salt. The central government also provides cash grants for establishing IDD control cells in the state health directorates. A national reference laboratory monitoring of IDD has been set up at the Biochemistry Division of the National Institute of Communicable Disease, Delhi. It monitors the iodine content of salt in urine. The medical and paramedical personnel monitoring laboratories have been established at the districts level. Also, in many districts, its allocation of rupees 75,000 district laboratory has been provided for this purpose. Then special nutrition program. The program was launched in the country in 1970 to 71. for the benefit of children below 6 years of age, pregnant and nursing mothers, originally launched as a central program and was transferred to the state sector in fifth five-year plan as part of the minimum needs program. The main aim to improve the nutritional status of the target groups. The main objectives to improve the nutritional status of women, preschool children, pregnant women and lactating women in urban slums, tribal areas and drought rural areas. The main activities of the program are to provide supplementary nutrition, to provide health services including supply of vitamin A solution and iron and folic acid. It provides supplementary feeding of about 300 calories and 10 grams of protein to preschool children and about 500 calories and 25 grams of protein to expect at and nursing mothers for 6 days a week. This program was operated under minimum need program. The program was taken up in rural areas inhabited predominantly by lower socioeconomic groups in tribal and urban slums. Fund for nutrition component of ICD program is taken from SNP budget. This supplement is provided for 300 days in a year. Balbadi nutrition program. This program was started in December 1970. It is under the overall charge of the Department of Social Welfare. It is being promoted with the help of 4 national level voluntary organizations, namely Indian Council for Child Welfare, Harijan Sevak Sangh, Bharatiya Adam Jati Sevak Sangh and the Central Social Welfare Board. Beneficiary 3 to 6 year age children. Visualizes on the provision of supplementary nutrition to the extent of 300 calories and 15 grams of protein during 250 days in a year for children attending Balbadi. Then ICDS program started in 1975 in pursuance of the National Policy for Children. Strong nutritional component in this program is in the form of supplementary nutrition, vitamin A prophylaxis, iron and folic acid distribution. Beneficiary group: child below 6 years, adults and girls, elderly, pregnant and lactating women. Subsidy supplementary nutrition, immunization, health checkups, medical referral services, nutrition and health education to women, non-formal education. Service delivery: Anganwadi workers. Each Anganwadi unit covers a population about 1000. A network of Mahila Mandals has been built up to ICDS project areas to help Anganwadi workers in providing health and nutrition services. The work of Anganwadis is supervised by Mukhya Sevikas. Field supervision is done by the Child Development Project Officer. Then Applied Nutrition Program. The Applied Nutrition Program was first introduced in 1960 in Orissa and Andhra Pradesh. It was extended thereafter Tamil Nadu in 1961 and Uttar Pradesh in 1962. During 1973, it was extended to all the states. The specific objectives: to make people conscious of their nutritional needs, to increase production of nutritional foods and their consumption. To provide supplementary nutrition to vulnerable groups through locally produced food. The main components of this program: production of protective foods, training of functionaries involved in production of these foods, nutrition education and demonstration. Then specific activities: supplementary feeding, non-formal preschool education, nutrition education, poultry farming, providing better seeds and seedling raising, kitchen gardens. The beneficiaries: children between 2 to 6 years of age, pregnant women and lactating mothers. The children and women are given supplementary nutrition worth 25 paise per day per child and 50 paise per women per day respectively. A single supplementary meal is given weekly for 25 days per year. Then Applied Nutrition Program. Studies show that Applied Nutrition Program has not generated and desired awareness for production and consumption of protective food. The community kitchens and school gardens could not function properly. In reality, the program lacked effective supervision and has almost become defunction. Midday meal program, also known as school lunch program. first organized in 1957 in Tamil Nadu, in operation since 1961 throughout the country, and may name 1/3 of the required food per day for the child be furnished through this program. The main objective of ICD midday meal program to improve the nutritional status of children and imparting nutritional education, to ensure universal primary education, and to attract more children for admission to schools and retain them to improve literacy rate. The feeding program is the joint venture of the Health and Educational Department with aid from UNICEF, CARE and other agencies. Skimmed milk, banana, rice meals, etc. are provided. Cost is fixed as 12 paise per child. Principles behind it: supplement, not substitute. 1/3 total energy and half total protein. Low cost, easily prepared, locally available food. Change menu frequently so that the children not feel bored. It is further planned to introduce development of vegetable gardens in schools, adding subject on nutrition in the curriculum to motivate the young minds on the concepts of nutrition for better health. There are 70 million children who benefit through this program in India every year. The role of nurse: have to study the food habits of people, their views, need to impart the knowledge of importance of good nutrition without hurting their cultural habits, needs to demonstrate simple recipes which are affordable and locally available, needs to use all media of health education, needs to identify the malnourished children and refer them appropriately to the nutrition program, assists in nutrition rehabilitation program, takes part in research activities. Thank you.